Hi everybody, it's David Fleming here from the Toronto Realty blog, and I'm standing down on Charlotte Street, just north of King, outside of Charlie Condos. And as you can see in the background, there you've got Hudson, and over here just north of the Charlie site, you've got Glas. And the point that I wanted to make today was that this eventually, once Charlie is built, is going to be one of the darkest confines of residential living space that I know of in the city of Toronto. These buildings are so close together that there will be no sunlight whatsoever, and you could basically reach out and touch the neighbor next to you. See this wall right here? Okay? Charlie Condos is basically going to abut that wall. It is going to be so close that you could look out your window, and if you don't see a wall, you'll be able to see right into someone else's kitchen. Now, I know a lot of people at the Hudson are not happy with this. There's two people up on their balcony right there, probably frustrated that one day their view will be completely gone and it'll just be another condo in their face. But I'm going to go on record here as saying that I don't blame the developer in the slightest. And I know a lot of people think that I attack developers. No, I come down on them when they've done something that I deem to be wrong or unfair or unjust or cheating or whatever it is that is their business model. But I think that if you bought an east-facing unit there, or if you bought a south-facing unit there, and if you value your view like you value any other attribute of your condo, your hardwood floors, your 9-foot ceilings, your appliances, just as you would make sure that your engineered hardwood floors are not laminate and that someone's putting one over on you, you should make sure that your view is not going to be one day obstructed by another condo. And you know what, folks? This was a parking lot, and I think that anybody with an iota of common sense would have to believe that one day this parking lot would be a condo, and your view would be blocked. And the people that live at Hudson, maybe they have a point in saying, well, Great Gulf Homes owned the land right here, and they should have told us. You know what? I still disagree. I think Great Gulf Homes is a fantastic developer. They're one of the very few that I have no problems with whatsoever. And if you bought a unit there and you didn't think that this vacant plot of land, this parking lot, whether it's owned by Great Gulf or a subsidiary or somebody else, if you didn't think that this would one day be a residential tower right in your face, then maybe you should revisit your level of common sense and your naivety, if that's a word, I'm not sure. And I don't blame the developer at all. Honestly, if Great Gulf Homes owned that, and they owned this, and they were able to sell units there, and they didn't tell people or they didn't specifically explain that this was going to be a condo one day, that's not their job. This building is several years old. Pre-sales were probably 7 years ago. Did they think that this would be a condo? Who's to know? Who's to say, honestly? It's up to the buyer in this case. And I think that anybody that bought here, that's tough luck. But anybody bought here, oh boy, that was only a couple years ago. You guys should have known better. Especially if you're on the third floor over an alleyway. I don't know what you were thinking, but I digress. So, honestly, it's going to be a very tough sell. Anybody here with an east-facing unit, anybody at Charlie with a west-facing unit, or anybody at Glas with a south-facing unit. It's a long road ahead for you guys. I guess you gotta find a buyer that just doesn't care about things like sunlight, fresh air, and not looking into somebody else's kitchen.